Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Battle Brothers Beginner's Guide with me, Cornish-Knight. Now, before we get back into our campaign with the Brotherhood of Kurno, the developers have released another update on the next piece of their DLC. It is called, well, the next monster in their DLC, the Beast DLC. It's called let's see, I wrote it down here somewhere. The Unhold. What I've seen of it, it looks like a cross between a Yeti and a troll from Warhammer Fantasy. You get variations of it from what I've seen. You get like the Yeti kind of like living in the icy wastes. You get one that looks like a forest version that lives in the deep forest, and you have one that looks like a swamp version. They have said that it is very physically strong, and has a lot of abilities which will help it like displace units in your battle line for great effect. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I will have to also wonder, will it have the regeneration effect that some troll-like monsters have in fantasy settings? That will be interesting to see if it slowly regens health over time. You can find them on their own, or you can find them in groups. So, like in small groups, it'll be interesting. But for now, let us get back to the campaign. First off, they're still terrified. I'm going to buy a little bit of grain, even though it's expensive here, because I just need a bit more food for the travel. Right, we also need to check on our relations with factions. Right, we need to be friendly. Phantom World is one we're good with as well. Where's Firsten World? That's up there. Because our goal is to get a friendly relationship with someone. They're open. These two are open, so we could work on them. They're open as well. So let's just get to here. We probably won't get there in time. This mission is going to be interesting because they think it's ghosts. Now, if it is ghosts, that's going to be bad, because ghosts, even in small numbers, there's a couple of spectral units in the game. There's ghosts, there's banshees. I think there's one other ghost faction that I never met. They're basically members of the undead faction, which they are pretty nasty to confront, to be in all honesty. So we'll have to be careful about that. Just going to stop in here along the way. They're happy to see us. Food is a bit cheaper here. I'll grab a loaf of bread. They've got nothing I really want. That cloth, though, is nice. I might pick that cloth up on the way back. Right. We need to get down there. Our money's not looking great, but we should get paid. I'm thinking of picking that cloth up because it's a good trading resource, and we can take it to one of these bigger places. One of these places and trade it there for a markup, or go back here and trade it for a markup, which is potentially a good way of earning a bit of cash. So let's see if we're intending to go back up north. Right, this is evening. It's not great because I do not want to basically fight engagement at night, which would be what we're doing. So I'm going to basically go into the mountains, so if we get attacked, we'll have some protection. Our food is going to hold out only 3 more days? Really? That's bad. Okay. Obviously, because we have another party member that's messing with our food allotment. He's not a glutton, is he? No, he's not. That's annoying, though. Let's just hope it's not ghosts. Crunching, munching, the snicker snack of someone or something enjoying a good meal. As you step through the cemetery, you stumble upon a clearing filled with Natsuzers. They huddle over the remains of what appear to have been the grave robbers. Okay, this is going to be bad. These guys are really bad news. We could fall back, but I think that might fail the mission. Okay, we can. Let's try approaching this from a different angle. Let's try go around the back here and attack from this angle, so we have a bit more height. Okay, this We're fighting 3 of them. Okay, that's not so bad. But we still need to... Oh, we're fighting 5 of them. Okay, we really need to get into high ground then. Because they're going to be coming at us for bear, basically. These guys are really bad news. So we need to get to high ground. Okay, there's 6 of them. We need to get to high ground right away. We cannot lose people to these guys, because the downside of fighting these creatures, they're basically Natzerter. They're basically from what I was able to tell from my earlier research. They're basically from German mythology. They're a kind of like ghoul or that kind of monster, basically. They supposed to be. I think they're supposed to be creatures that cause when people commit suicide in German folklore. And the really nasty thing about them is that, for all extensive purposes, they eat the dead in this game. They eat the dead, and they get power. They get stronger doing it. So you really do not want to be fighting these guys. He may be able to get up here, so I'll put a spear wall up for now. They'll get bigger. They get tougher. They will regenerate health. It's basically a bad combination. The other downside is, of course, they can eat their own fallen allies and do exactly the same thing, which is not good. We really don't want to do that, so let's try and soften some of these guys up. We pierced its hand, that's good. One of the secrets that you want to take to heart when fighting these things, do not kill them with ranged attacks. Because if you do, the enemies will swarm the dead bodies and eat them, so it's really bad news to do that. What we want to do... I'm trying to get my... Yeah, here we go. I want him to basically... Archer unit can come here. Yeah, we got him in the leg. Excellent. So we start to hit that one through the hand of a crossbow bolt. It sort of screams, and the other one next one gets an arrow through the leg. That's excellent. He's in a good. He's in a good enough place. I'm just deferring because I basically want. I want to have a guy up there. That guy's okay. This isn't going to turn out the way I want if I'm not careful. Because we've got flanked on all sides. He can get back to here, then he can cover that approach. He can get to here. Yeah, we're going to have to do it like this. I don't like it because it means we won't be able to hit the bloke down here. Oh, we can, so that's okay. Get up. Spear wall up. They're probably going to start to try and push. Yeah, like that. I wish I had spear wall up earlier. We pierced its leg and we killed it. We have to be careful because they're going to try and feed on it, which is going to be a pain. But first start, let's put an arrow through its shoulder and we'll reload. This one's morale is suffering. Okay, so that one's broken. Their morale is quite weak, so if you push heavily, it's not so bad. So let's see, we can do a head strike, 61% chance to hit versus, let's go with a head strike. It takes a bit more fatigue, a lot more fatigue to be honest, but if we hit, it does a lot of damage. Again, okay, that's not great. Put off his turn, we're going to stab the one down here, 71% chance because we're impaling it, it's surrounded and we have high ground advantage. We stab it in the stomach. I'm going to focus on this one with the spear. Kill that when its morale starts to break. We will begin to flank with this unit here, just so we can get an advantage. This guy can move up to here, shoot over the shoulder, and we broke that one. Excellent. Kill that one, move up to there so that one gets caught if it tries to flee. I'm going to push him here, so he can't get on the bodies. And he can come down here and get this guy as he tries to run. Excellent. He can get here so we can shoot over the shoulder. We shot him clearly through the face with a crossbow bolt. These guys seem weak now, but you have to remember they have 2 attacks. You also have to remember that units like this, I can't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure stuff like beast races, if they claw you, you have an increased chance of getting disease. And like infections with your units, so you have to be careful. Also, if these guys level up, they get fully healed, and they become a lot more dangerous. So you have to be so proactive fighting these guys early on. You have to step onto their corpses so they can't feed off the corpses. You just have to constantly keep pushing and pushing and pushing with them. Normally, I wouldn't advise putting someone in a hollow like this, but this guy is running, so we can decapitate him in one go. One thing you also want to be aware of, if you decapitate these guys and there's a head lying on the floor, the enemy can come across the head and eat the head and level up. So that's something that you really want to be careful of. Right, we killed it. No one took any damage, which is nice. We got a couple of level ups. Jagged teeth, not too bad. We got a little bit of money. Good thing it pauses. The problem is when you leave settlements in this game with stuff recording, the game staggers slightly, so the time ticks on a bit further than I'd like. Right, Baba leveled up. Let's see, get his weapon skill up. Probably going to get his initiative order, so he's first in the round, and get him a bit more health. Perks. Right, Colossus is nice. Inflicts additional 20% damage against targets that have sustained any effects like a broken arm, which is useful. Dodge is always useful, but he hasn't got particularly high. He's got not too bad initiative, but with his equipment that lowers it. So we could go gifted again, which is always a very useful one to get early on. I do get it early on because gifted allows you to basically, it makes your characters better all around. So I'm going to get that up again. Going to boost his. Let's see what we want to get. Initiative again is useful. This time I'm going to get a bit more fatigue for him because his fatigue was a bit low. So now it's 81 because he's wearing a lot of armor, and armor takes fatigue. So you want to try and keep a good reserve of fatigue, especially if you want these guys to be fighting a lot of higher level opponents where fatigue will start to count. Right, he leveled up. Let's see what he got. Nothing very good, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. It's okay. I'm probably going to go initiative, fatigue, and health. Yeah, health isn't great. Melee defense, which is melee defense looking at the moment, 21. That would take it to 24, which is not bad. I'll probably do that. I mean, the health is important, but I just don't like him having such a low melee defense. Because it won't matter if you put 4 extra points into health if it gets past his melee defense. Right, what we're going to get, I'm going to probably go gifted as well for these guys. Again, early on it's very useful. Get his weapon skill up again. Probably this time, I probably will get his melee defense up once more point into it. His fatigue is okay, but it could be better. I'll get his initiative up because it means he goes earlier in the turn. He goes earlier in the turn, which means that he can likely kill stuff and save himself. Big Joe. Okay, here's Big Joe. Right off the bat. Not great melee skill. That's annoying. Initiative is not so bad. Initiative is actually quite high, so we grab that. I'm probably going to get melee defense and just straight up. Range defense is bad for him. Health. Probably go for health. And then we'll go with Colossus, which means he's less likely to get injuries, and he gets 25% more hit points, which is useful for him, because these guys don't have a lot of defense besides these two things, so you pretty much want to get these things up along with their health and their fatigue, and their initiative. Okay, that's done. Right, we're going to go back to here, pick up some cloth, get some payment. The thing with the cloth is that you don't want to travel it long distance, because otherwise it's... This is the trading mechanic system. The thing is that this may be cheap here, but if we go too far with it, we won't get a massive turnaround. So, and it won't be worth the travel and the cost expense. So we are going to go here. Oh, we're terrified of threat. That's why that price has gone up. Okay, that sucks. Why are they terrified of something? Terrified villagers. Villagers terrified of unknown horrors. Okay, that sucks. So that stuff was cheap and now it's become expensive. I don't know why. Something's probably spooked, and probably what that terrified villager one is normally when villagers get killed by monsters on the road. Either a caravan from a village or the local, or an NPC group from the village get attacked by like a beast or a monster group, and they get wiped out, and that will cause that reaction to occur. Which is annoying, to be honest, because we were on relatively good relations with them. Well, training, Liffy the drunkard, not being the most dexterous fellow, manages to hurt himself. Liffy the drunkard suffers a cut arm, sinew. At least didn't kill him. That's not great. 3 to 6 days, minus 40 damage inflicted. That's actually pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. I should have just whipped him. I should have just whipped him, the living death out of him, to basically get rid of his drunkenness. But it does carry the risk of getting infected and stuff like that, which is not great. Luna of Comworld welcomes you into his room. Did you kill all of them? Is it secure? You shrug. Nobody will be digging up the graves anytime soon. That's because everybody basically got killed. Right, so we got rid of all that stuff, so everybody's happy. They got no more food here. That's expensive. That's really expensive. They got nothing that's cheap beside bandages. Even the bandages are expensive. Daggers are expensive. These guys are really cheapskates. Right, is there anybody here we want to hire? Beggar. I mean, beggars, their health tends to be low, which I don't like. Vagabond. We could get a vagabond, to be honest. They're not expensive, and it means we get an extra person in the party. So let's grab a vagabond. Let's see what he's like. Irrational. It's not great. His stats are okay. Resolve is terrible, though. What do you want to give him? That's the question. I mean, he's okay. He's not good. Okay weapon skill. His fatigue. What's his fatigue like? It's not bad. Can you give him a mace? His weapon skill isn't too bad. Give him that. Initiative. Yeah, but the problem with that is his fatigue is going to be the thing that worries me. He hasn't got particularly good armor either. What do you want to call him? Check my name list. Right, let's see. Let's call him Mana. Don't think we have a Mana, do we? Nope. Right, so Mana it is. Mana. It's Mana the Vagabond. So here we go. We got 10 people. That will start to affect our profit line and our food line a bit. Right, we know for a fact that they're out of jobs. They're out of jobs. It will take these guys a town, so they won't. All these tastes a town, so they won't have any work. So probably we want to head back this way to Trumfest and head back up north to see if there's any work. This is the problem. This travelling period of time is the thing that's going to get us. It will hit our food and it will hit our money. So it's not great for us to be travelling all these long distances, which is why I've been saying that this map is relatively bad in some regards, especially for making profit, because all the smaller settlements are stretched out, which means we need to get good relations with people. Plus, because we're getting here at night, a lot of these places are going to be closed. Ah, they're still open. No, I'm surprised about that. Yeah, we're not getting 100 for any of these things at all. Spears. They have all the stuff we want, but it's all going to be vastly expensive. I'm just going to sell the teeth because obviously you never get the price they promised you for them, and they take up space. We've got 3 days worth of food. I'm not going to buy from towns, they're expensive. Let's try and head up to here and see if we can get enough. Ooh, that was a lot of animal noises. I'm keeping an eye on the road. I'm also going to knock it down to normal speed so we have a chance to react. There's footprints going off there which suggest either mercenaries or brigands. Yeah, why did you go off the road? Maybe did I click? I must have clicked. Just annoying. Battles all over the place. Okay, let's keep an eye out. Yeah, that was what I worried about. Raiders. As long as they don't pick up my footsteps. Yeah. Okay, we need to be really on point because these guys would chase us now if they get on our footsteps. See, yeah, they pick up our trail and are chasing us, which is not great. If that's the case, I might not want to stop in this village. I may want to push on all the way up to here, because unless there's like a military group or something in this village to help. No, there isn't. There's not a military group. There's a trade caravan. They go after the trade caravan? No, they're going to go after us instead. Okay. This is going to be a pain. I don't want to get jumped by multiple groups of raiders. And my food situation isn't great. So let's keep running. That makes that route down south so much more dangerous now. Right. That's not great. Let's see if they have any cheap food, because our food is going to run really low really soon. Besides that, no, not really. Wood here is expensive as well. Right, let's go over this way. We're low on food, that's the worrisome. Money is okay for now, but food and tools are going to be the issue. There's a lot of traffic on the road. It's a supply caravan. It's not so bad. Supply caravans are useful because they're normally heavily armed. Right, so the food situation isn't great. Money is okay for now. I wonder what world event. We won't have the world event kicking off until like day 80, so we're okay for the moment. That's not great. That means everything here is going to be more expensive. Yeah, raided and ambush trade. Don't like that. We'll try going up here. We're spending a lot of money trying to find low-level contracts, but the reason I'm doing it is because it's not worth us trying to do level 2 contracts yet. You want to have a party that's mostly level, like, 2 or 3 even. I mean, you want to have nearly everyone. You want everyone to be at least level 2. You don't want to be doing a level 1 contract with a lot of level 1s because they just get murdered. So, I mean, to be honest, I'd be happy just to take a straight up go and fetch an artifact from a ruin mission, to be honest. That would be very useful right now. Mercenary units. They're raided as well. Let's just see what they want us to do. The man of some important states that brigands have made a pass at his daughter. Let's talk money. No, I figured it's not worth it. Right, this is bad. The problem is they're having a lot of brigand troubles, which is not good for us. Also, we need to complete the objective is to get under a friendly relations with one of these, like, non-faction aligned factions, which is going to be hard. Grain, and we're going to be running out of money soon if we're not careful. Ammunition is okay, tools are low. I might just have to risk it. I don't like... We could also... This is also something we could do. We could go to here and have him healed. But it's not worth it, really. It's expensive at the moment. We don't have the cash. So let's get back on the road. We need somewhere that has work. I'm pretty sure these guys are going to have level 2 quests. That's a castle, so they won't have any work. Maybe an escort. I hate escort jobs because they're always such a pain. Who's running about in the woods? What's this one? Direwolves, perhaps? Take stock of your inventory. A rather well-to-do man spots you and heads over your way. Dim candle barely lights the room enough for you to see. Guffer, the guildmaster, sits beside his desk while he shadows the dance on the walls. Would you lend your swords to me if I paid you good coin? I need someone to deliver my delivery safely to Wenzel in Stolwood, in Crumwald, southwest of here. Men have killed each other over this. Okay. I will write you a sealed letter of introduction. Let's talk money. I need to be paid more than this. Okay. Deliver the cargo to Wenzel, the steward in Crumwald, to the southwest. Accept the contract. Right, where's Crumwald? All the way down there? Dang, that's a long way. Okay, we're going to have to be aggressive and push hard, because it's going to cost us quite a bit to do this. And we're going to have to go cross-country, which sucks, because if we get ambushed, it's going to be a nasty fight. Okay, just keep an eye out for tracks. Well, as soon as it gets night time, switch. While relaxing on the day walk, Mana, the vagabond, comes to you with a pair of dice and a cup in hand. He asks if you wish to have a little game. The rules are quite simple. You roll dice in a cup. Let's play. That's enough for the day. I don't want to lose too much money on that. You can lose quite a lot of money. Right, we have to be so careful here. As soon as we see footsteps, we have to basically knock it right down or pause it. Right, we're going through here in Dawn. They've got raided, so everything's going to be more expensive, but I need food. Yeah. Okay. We need to get down here. So we know there's lots of raiders about. We may have to run through the woods as soon as we see some. Because they'll be lurking around in here. Just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Trading character. Yeah, see, look. Brigands all over the place. This is going to be a really hard space to get through from now on. Until we're higher levels. So, they've probably... My money is that they've probably got around here a bandit camp of some description. Which isn't great, to be honest. Okay, that took a heavy chunk of our funds. So we'll have 800 when we get here. And we've got Nazguls and Raiders. Goblin Raiders. A few Goblin Skirmishers. A few Goblin Skirmishers and Goblin Ambushers. And they're chasing me across the river. Yeah, the thing is they're going to attack me. I'm staying here because hopefully the militia will pop out if things get too close. Trade caravan, let's go for it. Hopefully the goblins would go for them rather than me. It's cowardly, I know, but still. These guys are a pain. We could actually fight them. That is a plan. They're low level. Could have some experience. That is tempting, I must admit. But we're actually out of time for the day, and so what I'll probably do is I'll probably fight these guys next session, and then go down here and drop off the cargo. I've been Cornish-Knight. If you've liked, please press the like button. If you were subscribed, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Steam, you can leave a comment in the comment section, I'll get back in contact with you. If you leave a comment in the comment section stating that you want to be put on the name roster, I shall add you to the name roster. And I shall see you all again next time, guys, for the next episode in the Beginner's Guide to Battle Brothers. Goodbye.